Hey Pisces, your May tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor and welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. Your main theme for May is East and it says beginnings. And then your happiness affirmation that pairs with it, it says voice those three little words, say I love you to someone. Oh, that's such beautiful advice. If only it were so simple. But these two together, what they mean about May is that it's all about a new beginning that you initiate. So this could mean big changes that you are bringing about through your actions. So, like, if there's a new beginning that you're waiting on to come your way, this might be suggesting that it's waiting for you, or this person might be waiting for you. Now, and this kind of indicates that it could be about love, which may or may not be romantic love, but it's definitely about connections and friendships of all kinds. I would sum it up as the whole be the change you wish to see in the world thing, right? So, like, what type of friend or lover are you looking for? And then learning how to be that. So, I mean, yes, going first is a vulnerable act and it puts people in the position to be rejected, but these show that you might be pleasantly surprised. That, like, nothing may ever happen unless it's you that goes first. So, for the first question I've asked, what is an action initiative that you can take that can kick off this new beginning? And you've received the Ace of Swords. I mean, if that isn't eerily dead nuts on for that voice those three little words card, it says that it indicates taking the initiative in communication and saying exactly what you're thinking. So it could be those three little words like that card says, but there's all kinds of new beginnings and each one of you has a different truth that you have probably kept sheathed, as it were, in the sheath. So this is saying that your words, both spoken and written, have tremendous power right now. And this new beginning is one that you will speak into being. Now, I'm not a Christian. This isn't a Christian channel, but it reminds me of the Bible. Isn't there something in there like in the beginning there was the word or something like that? It begins with your statement of intention, your idea, your declaration of truth. So for where you will see the most change, you have the Six of Swords. So this could be May could be ushering in a more peaceful time, particularly in your headspace mentally. You could potentially see a reduction in interpersonal conflict, but once again, it's not something that's coming towards you or just happening to you. The Six of Swords indicates that it is you that's removing yourself from a high stress situation or removing yourself from dynamics that are disruptive to your mental health, that slow down your progress, that drain your energy, or just create unnecessary chaos. And that Ace of Swords, that could be the word stop, F this, I'm out. It could be it could be the setting of some kind of boundary or declaring that you're removing yourself from someone or something, someplace. So for what will be your biggest obstacle, you have the Tower. So this implies there could be an unstable situation in some area of your life. I feel like you already know what that is. That thing that feels like a house of cards that you treat like a highly delicate china because it would take so little to bring it all crashing down. I think for those of you to whom this applies, you already know that this is not an ideal structure from which to draw your sense of security and well-being, and that ultimately there's freedom to be found with it gone, but it's such an intimidating amount of discomfort in the dissolution process that could be putting that off. So for the best thing about this month, you have the devil. Yummy. So this can be tricky to navigate, but there's a lot of potential here for pleasure, like great sex, rich foods, maybe certain substances where they are legal. But the devil card, however, is one big warning label. So be warned. It's like a parental advisory warning, the kind of warning they put on cigarettes. Warning. The thing is, there's risk involved with these things and potentially permanent consequences. So with your eyes open to the risks and the pitfalls, you could potentially possibly enjoy some guilty pleasures in moderation and with a mind for safety and avoiding the traps that some of these things can become. For example, Some people can go for a casino night with friends and have a good time and forget about it the next day, be all right. But other people can't take that first step down that rabbit hole because they can't climb out of it, right? So know what your rabbit hole is. Sex is another one. Great fun. Use protection. Protect yourself, or that fun ends very quickly. So, like, if you honor your limits, there could be a pretty juicy apple for you to take a bite out of this month. Now, that said, for others of you, this could mean something completely different, okay? It could mean kicking a habit. It could mean getting sober. It could mean getting free from a toxic codependent relationship, especially with that Tower card. Paying off a debt, something of that like chain breaking nature. With new beginnings, that's highly indicated with Tower. So for your influence and impact on others, oh, you have the stars, so beautiful. You're like a huge breath of fresh air, a tall drink of water to some people right now. You could be a significant source of inspiration for some, or an aspiration, a wish fulfillment for others. Meaning, like, some might want to be you while some others might want to be with you. Your energy could also be very calming and soothing. Something about the way you're showing up could be inspiring hope or restoring some people's lost faith in humanity. And this might sound weird, but for some of you, others might be relieved to see you or be around you. It's giving like, aren't you a sight for sore eyes vibes, right? So for what opportunities you should be looking for, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So that's kind of interesting, actually. The first thing that it's drawing your attention to is that these opportunities are small and daily in nature. They're not big swooping opportunities that like take you to the next level in a day. Meaning set an intention and then find an opportunity, however small, every single day to make progress towards it. It's like 30 seconds at a stoplight to practice gratitude opportunities, or an opportunity to throw out one thing every single day, or eat a vegetable every day type of opportunities, depending on what your goal is. It's just like find the opportunity to make a move towards that goal in every day, however small. So where you will find the most support, you have the Knight of Cups. So this one is going to represent a person other than yourself or an aspect of yourself. So take what resonates. That's the thing about court cards, right? If it represents another person, this is going to be your artist or musician friend, or it could be that's someone you could potentially be in a courtship with, the one that you feel safe expressing your emotions with, the one who sees you, the one who can always find the beauty in the situation and the beauty in you and then show it to you. So if this represents an aspect of yourself, it indicates that expressing your emotions artistically or verbally could be a very self-supportive act at this time, or just seeking activities and contact with people who fill your cup. So filling your cup is that support. So for your self-care directive, you have the the Five of Wands. All right. This is different. This is different than anything I've ever gotten. It says to challenge yourself, whether that means like puzzles that mentally challenge you, reading books that challenge your perspective, challenge yourself to meditate if you can't stand sitting still, challenge yourself to exercise, especially when you don't feel like it, challenge yourself to speak up for yourself, or challenge yourself to become stronger in whatever way you want. Those little wins, they're going to fuel you. They're going to give you a sense of pride. And at the same time, the little failures, they can teach you something about yourself, or the thing that you're attempting, so that you can get better at it. Now, but believe it or not being a natural at something helps you to become way better at it than someone who didn't have to work for it. You'll understand the thing inside and out, upside down, sideways, and in your sleep. Where someone who can just make it look good out of the gate, they're not going to have the same level of mastery because they didn't have to fight for it, and it's not going to mean as much. So find a little obstacle to overcome on a regular basis, like even every day with that Knight of Pentacles, something that's every day. And like give yourself something to reach for. Okay, Pisces, much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.